Here's a quick look at the Realistic STA-700, which is an AM/FM stereo built in Japan in the early 80s. I think they built this just for a couple of years. It's listed at only 12 watts per channel. It's a 2-channel stereo system, but it's RS, so it's real watts. And I am using a set of T20s, Realistic T20s, and they are this receiver is more than capable of powering these speakers, which is pretty phenomenal given it's only 12 watts. Now we'll take a quick look. I like the sleekness of this, the black with the white fonts and the size of it. It's not big at all. It's got a very low profile. It took me a little while to get my head around it because normally you want your on and off button over here on this side. That's what you're used to. But this one, for whatever reason, Realistic's always doing these interesting things, has the power button over on that side with the headphone jack underneath it. And once it's powered up, it has this beautiful yellow light that runs right across the length of the receiver. Let's listen to a little bit of music here. See, it's got a nice clear sound coming out of this receiver, which is quite impressive given that, as I said, it's only a 12 watt per channel receiver. Just turn it down and have a look at what it offers. Here's your input selector on this side. It has AM, FM, turntable, and an auxiliary. Your bass knob, and it has a click that you can feel, and the same as your treble knob has a click you can feel. But the balance is just smooth back and forth, but locks into center. The volume knob here, it's separated, it appears to be separated given the illusion that you have independent control of your left and right channel, but it's not. And it doesn't click. It's just a smooth ride into the volume. Now I like the clicking. I like the feel of it. It has a substantial feel of it, but occasionally you may find that your optimal volume is in between 2 clicks, and you're kind of stymied that because you won't be able to accomplish that with the clicks. But the smooth volume, you can get the exact volume that you prefer. Here you have your loudness button, your tape selector button, your mono or stereo button, your FM auto mono. Now that's back in the day, some FM stations were mono or not stereo, so you had the option of locking into mono or stereo then, but now it's kind of irrelevant. And you have A or B speakers, and they have a button over here called System EQ. Now, I forgot, music's not running yet. Just the intros to another song, but System EQ is one of these things that Realistic does. It makes no sense really, unless you get the manual and read about it. It's probably just some kind of filter or some kind of accent on some of the lower or higher frequencies, much similar to your loudness. This one tends to really accentuate the bass when it's pressed. I don't know if you can notice that. And here you have your dial for your selectors of your tuner. And then again, your on-off button there. This is only about 4 inches tall, and it's probably about a foot deep. It's not a very heavy amp. It's got, fairly good sound to it. Realistic, there's all kinds of discussion about Realistic, about where they're actually made. They're made in Japan, so the discussion is who made it. Tandy, Sansui, Pioneer, Hitachi. It goes back and forth. And if you open it up and you look at some of the insides of some of the Sansuis or Pioneers or Akais or Hitachis, there's lots of similarities in the boards and capacitors that are used and transistors. But I like it. I think it's a nice little receiver. It's interesting. I'll probably sell it and not hang on to this one. It's just fun to play with for a while. Thanks for watching.